Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make the window coverings for the Yukon. I'm going to use the Reflectix insulation, black plastic sheeting, and a tablecloth and some spray adhesive. So this is all you're going to need to cover the inside and the outside of your window coverings. I didn't really care for the silver showing through the windows. I would rather it not be so noticeable that someone is camping in the Yukon. So I'm going to cover the outside in black and then using this plastic sheeting. And then I'm going to cover the inside in this PVC tablecloth. This is the closest color that I could find that matched the interior of the Yukon. I really want it to just kind of blend into the background. I don't really want it to be that noticeable. So this is what we're going to go with. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting the black that's going to go on the outside of the window first. And on all of mine, as I cut them out, I marked them with initials to say which window they go on. And that's going to be the side that faces inside of the car. So we're going to turn it upside down first, and then I'm cutting it very loosely around it. It's not going to be exact. And then I start by spraying the Loctite adhesive spray on the Reflectix first. You want to make sure you go around the edge really well and then do the interior. Make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area because it puts off a lot of fumes. And then after that, you're going to spray it on the black plastic. You spray both pieces and that gives it a double adhesive bond. It makes it stick a lot better. All right, so then when you're putting the plastic on, I like to fold it in half because that makes it a little easier to work with. And you want to make sure that you lay it on there lightly so that you can be sure that you cover the whole length of it before you start pressing it down. All right, I think that's got it covered. So now I'm just going to work from the center out and just smooth it out as I go. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth on the outside because the tint on the window is going to kind of hide some of those imperfections anyhow. And then I'm going to turn it over and add the tablecloth to the inside. And again, I'm just going to cut it kind of loosely around, make sure I have room on each side. Again, we're going to start by spraying the Reflectix. And this time we're going to go past the edge because I'm going to stick the two covers together to form kind of a little border on it so that it's just sealed really well. Think of it like as if you're laminating a page. You want to make sure that there's a border around it so that it doesn't peel. Spray the inside of the tablecloth with that double stick bond. You don't have to cover the tablecloth quite as well because it sticks really well to this adhesive. Bring that back over. Again, fold this in half. Got so much glue on my fingers, now the felt from the back of this is sticking to my fingers. Okay, and I'm just gonna place it loosely again to make sure that we can cover the whole thing. I'm gonna need to go the other direction. This side has a little bit of curve on it just because of the way the tablecloth is, so I'm just gonna put that at the top just to make sure that I can cover this bottom corner. Okay, that's got it, and I'm gonna pull this back and start working from the center again. Close there, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, and then if you saw my bed build, this is actually just one of the legs from the shelves that's left over, and so I like to use it just to kind of spread everything out and make sure it's nice and smooth and that it adheres really well. And then with the two pieces together, you just want to trace the outside really well with your fingers so that the two pieces stick together really well. So just press down firmly as you're going around, right around the border of your Reflectix. And then once that's done, you're just going to take your scissors and trace around that, leaving maybe a 1/4 inch border. And that's it. So you have the tablecloth on the inside, and I chose this one just because it kind of matches the interior of my car, and so when it's in the window it kind of just fades into the background, it's not as noticeable. And then the outside is black so that whenever it's in the window it's completely blacked out and no one can tell you're in there camping. Okay, so this is how it looks on the inside, and this is how it looked before with the silver, and I just think the tablecloth just blended perfectly into the background on the Yukon, which is what I was hoping for. So let's take a look outside so you can see the difference between the one that's covered in black and the one that is not. Here's the one that is covered with the black on the outside, and then this is the one that is not. So you can definitely tell from the outside that there's something in the window, and so it would be more obvious that someone is camping inside. This is so hard to work with. Take 5. My hands are so sticky.